Dear students, how are you? I think you are fine. It's okay. তোমরা জানো আমরা রিভিশনে যাচ্ছি, আমরা অলরেডি রিভিশন করছি, আমাদের সিলেবাস শেষ হয়েছে. That's why today's lesson, chapter 1, Creator and Creation. This chapter, section 2, already you have completed section 1. And today we will learn section 2, Creator, Creation and Service. Okay, class number 4 from this chapter. Section 2, chapter 1, Creator, Creation and Service. The previous lesson discussed briefly the form of Creator and the ways of His prayer. This chapter focuses Creator, His creation and service towards humanity. God has created everything. He is the controller of everything. He is one and only. He has not beginning, no end. He can't be seen with our plain eyes. He is incorporeal. He stays in the creatures as soul. That's why by serving the creature, we can serve God. In this chapter, we will discuss precisely about God, who is the root cause of all creatures and the existence of God in the creatures as soul, along with a verse, a poem and a poem related to this. The chapter also discusses how to serve creatures as God. আগের চ্যাপ্টারগুলোতে আমরা আসলে দেখেছিলাম যে স্রষ্টার তোমার ফর্মটা গঠনমূলক এবং তাকে কীভাবে প্রার্থনা করা যায় এই চ্যাপ্টারের মধ্যে সেই সৃষ্টি, তারপরে স্রষ্টার সৃষ্টি এবং সেবাটা সম্পর্কে আমরা জানবো। মানবতার সেবাটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি ঈশ্বর সবকিছু সৃষ্টি করেছেন, তিনি সবকিছু নিয়ন্তা, তারপর তিনি এক অদ্বিতীয়, ঠিক আছে, তার কোনো শেষ শুরু কিছু নেই, এগুলো সব জানো কথাগুলো। যেহেতু তিনি ইনকর্পোরিয়াল, নিরাকার, তিনি প্রত্যেকটা সৃষ্টিতে তিনি কি হিসেবে রয়েছেন, আত্মা হিসেবে বিরাজ করছেন, তাই বলা হয় যে আসলে সৃষ্টিকে ভালোবাসলে বা সেবা করলে ঈশ্বরকে সেবা করা হয়। তার সৃষ্টিকে ভালোবাসলে তার সৃষ্টিকে সেবা করলে ঈশ্বরকে সেবা করা হয়। আর এই চ্যাপ্টারের মধ্যে আমরা সেটাই সংক্ষেপে সেটাই জানার চেষ্টা করব। এখানে ঈশ্বর সম্বন্ধে সেভাবে করে বলা হয়েছে, who is the root cause of all creatures and existence of God in the creatures as soul. Okay? এবং এটা আমরা একটা ভার্স এবং একটা কবিতার মাধ্যমে দেখবো, একটা শ্লোক এবং একটা মন্ত্র এবং কবিতার মাধ্যমে সেটা আমরা দেখবো। ঈশ্বরের সেবা করার ব্যাপারটা এখানে বোঝানো হয়েছে। Lesson 1, God is the root of all creatures. This universe is the combination of the deep blue sky, earth and nature, the moon, the sun, planets, and the stars are shining in the endless eternal sky. There are seas, oceans, rivers, trees, light here, and animals in the earth that all together make this universe. Okay? At the beginning, there was no existence of the universe. Of this universe, it was all dark then. Gradually, light and water were created. The earth was created. Eventually came the vegetation, small creatures, animal world, mankind, etc., one after another. God is in the root of all creatures. The Gita says He is the supreme soul and the only shelter. God is in the root of creating all creatures in this universe. Again, He lies in the animal body in the form of soul and controls us. He is the life in living being, everlasting nucleus of the living world of creation. Okay? The life which is in the body of the creature is a part of the supreme soul. The body of the creatures is immovable, and that of the soul is the region of the birth and death of all creatures. Let the matter be explained. When God enters into the animal body in the form of soul, animal body gets consciousness then and become movable and active. Okay? The number of days God stays in the body of creatures in the form of soul, that in the span of life, or can be said that the creature lives for that period. When God leaves the body of the creature, it comes to an end through death. অর্থাৎ এটা বোঝানো হচ্ছে এভাবে করে যে ঈশ্বর যখন আমাদের শরীরে, যখন অর্থাৎ একটা জীবের শরীরে যখন তোমার আত্মার উপর প্রবেশ করে, তখন সেই বডিটা কনসাসনেস ফিরে পায়, অর্থাৎ চেতনা ফিরে পায় এবং সেটা নড়াচড়া করতে পারে, সক্রিয় হয়। যত দিন যায় তত ঈশ্বর সেই লাইফ স্প্যানের মধ্যে আমরা যতদিন বেঁচে থাকি আর কি, ততদিন সেই আত্মাটাই কাজ করে, বিধায় কিন্তু আমরা কাজ করতে পারি, আমরা চলাফেরা করতে পারি। আর যখনই ঈশ্বর সে শরীর থেকে বা সে সৃষ্টির শরীর থেকে বেরিয়ে যায়, তখনই সেটা মৃত্যু বলে পরিগণিত হয়, আমরা সেটাকে মৃত্যু বলি। ঠিক আছে, দ্যাটস হোয়াট ইজ সেড দ্যাট অনলি গড ইজ দ্য কজ অফ অল বার্থ অ্যান্ড ডেথ। এই জন্য বলা হচ্ছে ঈশ্বরই হচ্ছে সকল মৃত্যু এবং জন্ম মৃত্যু, অর্থাৎ জন্ম মৃত্যুর কারণ। হি ইজ দ্য কন্ট্রোল অফ all thought, sensibility and all endeavors. God has created the earth and nature, which is filled with endless beauty and wealth. There shines varieties of flowers and fruits in this nature. The beauty of nature is the beauty of God. God is also the root of creating such beauty. Okay? এই সুন্দর সৃষ্টির মূলেই হচ্ছে ঈশ্বর। God is as the soul. God is our creator, is the Almighty. Hindus call him Brahma, Ishvara and Bhagavana. God is Brahma to the sage, okay, Supreme Soul to the ascetic and Bhagavana to the devotees. God stays in the creature in the form of soul. এটা একটা তোমার MCQ প্রশ্ন হতে পারে। To the sage, what is God? God is Brahma. To the ascetic, what is God? Supreme Soul. And to the devotees, what is God? It is Bhagavan. When the Supreme Soul or God stays in the creature, he bears the form of all animal soul. Soul is everlasting, incorporeal. Soul has no birth and death. One Supreme Soul stays in the body. Okay. Stays in the body. Anybody has destruction, but soul has no destruction, because living soul is a part of the Supreme Soul. There exist all qualities of the Supreme Soul in the living soul. That's why the soul of the creature is birthless, deathless and eternal. Bhagavan Sri Krishna has said in Srimad Bhagavad Gita that soul has no birth and it does not die. Okay? Soul exists forever, it is free from birth and death, it is constant, perpetual and eternal. When the body loses its existence, soul doesn't get destroyed. It is written in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Vashangshe Jirnani Jatha Vihayo Navani Grinani Hinati Narhoparani Tatha Sharirani Vihayo Jirnani Shangjati Navani De. That means as man leaves old clothes and wears new clothes, soul also leaves old body and enters into a new body. This alteration of soul's abode is called birth and death. There is a close tie between body and soul. Soul's expedition starts out the body where it takes shelter. Again, having soul, body gets refreshed. Without body, soul is inactive, and without soul, body is inert. As there is no soul, inert substance, it is motionless, lifeless, and inactive. Soul is free from birth and death. It is known from the statements of Sri Krishna in the Gita. Soul is devoid of birth and death. It is eternal and ever fresh though it is old. Okay? আত্মা সম্বন্ধে কথাটা এখানে বলা হচ্ছে। A spiritual mantra sloka regarding God's staying as soul in the life and poet Rajnikanta Shan's lyric poem about God's presence. It is said in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Ahamatma Gurakesha Sarvabhutasya Shaistita Aham Adisya Madhyasna Bhuto Namonto Evacha. Okay, Ahamaditcho Madhyasya. Okay, Bhuto Namonto Evacha. Hey Arjuna, I am the soul situated at everyone's heart, and I stay at the beginning, middle, end of all the spirit. Okay? সকল কিছুর মধ্যে আমি রয়েছি, সকল আত্মার মধ্যে আমি রয়েছি, হৃদয়ের মধ্যে আমি অবস্থান করছি। আমার মধ্য, অন্ত এবং শেষ কোনো কিছু নেই। এটা এডুকেটিভ ভ্যালুটা হচ্ছে, শিক্ষণীয় বিষয়টা হচ্ছে, আর বিগিনিং মিনস দ্য অরিজিন অফ লিভিং ওয়ার্ল্ড, মিডল ইন্ডিকেটস দ্য মেনটেনেন্স অফ লাইফ, অ্যান্ড এন্ড রেফার্স টু দ্য ডেথ অফ লাইফ। ওকে, বিগিনিংটা হচ্ছে জন্মটা, মিডলটা হচ্ছে আমরা যে লাইফ স্প্যান পার করছি এখানে সেটা, এবং এন্ডটা হচ্ছে আমাদের যে জীবনটা শেষ হচ্ছে মৃত্যুর মাধ্যমে সেটা। God is deciding in life in the form of soul. Realizing these words, you should believe in God and should love and take care of creatures as a part of God, we can learn a precept through the mentioned mantra sloka. Acho onolo onile, chirono bhonile, bhudaro shulilo gahone, acho bitopi lotae, jaloderogae, shoshitarogae tapai. It is a part of Rajinikanth Shan's lyric poem. It is about God's presence in the root of everything. God resides in His creation and beauty. In these lyrics, part Rajinikanth Shan has expressed that universe is spirit and formless. God is in fire, wind, and everlasting blue sky. This means the power of burning belongs to God. Wind is also God's creation. God's power is in the root of all motions. God also resides as blue beauty in the sky over our head. In the same way, God's existence can be found in the solidity, height, and silence of earth supporting mountains. God exists in the deep down of water. God exists in creepers, in the moon, in the sun, in the clouds too. They all are His creation. His creation. Rajinikanth Shan's expression in this poem is that the existence of God is the root of everything. He created His creatures with His majesty and beauty. Everything is pretty because of God's spirit. Everything is powerful and His power. Okay? Serving life in the sense of God, in general words, service means nursing. For example, service towards guests, service towards living beings, and service towards God, etc. The benevolent work which is done by the help of body and soul for the satisfaction of others is called service. Service towards living beings means the nursing, preserving and multiplying of life. Besides with intellect, giving advice, showing sympathy, and standing beside are some ways of service. Okay, সেবা কিন্তু মূলত পাশে দাঁড়ানো, সেবা দেওয়া, পরামর্শ দেওয়া. Why should we serve life? We know God exists in life as embodied life. So serving any living being is serving God. Service toward living being is considered as an important part of Hindu religion. Jatra Jiva Tatra Shiva. It means where there is life, there is Shiva. Shiva indicates gods. Swami Vivekananda said, where he is seeking for God, living different forms informed, a man who loves living beings serves gods. Okay. The significance of this is that God exists in front of us in different forms, especially in light forms. So there is no need of seeking for God. Okay, the man who loves life serves God by serving life. For that, in Hindu religion, life is said to be served in the sense of God or Brahma, because serving life means serving God. So serving life in the sense of God is the one characteristics and moral side of Hindu religion. In Hindu religion, tree is alive. God exists in tree as soul. That is why offering service toward a tree and taking care of it is given more importance of Hindu religion from the remote past. When we finish eating, we leave a certain portion of our food that is done for other animals. This is also a kind of serving others. There are many service centers and welfare trusts established among the believers of Hindu religion to serve people. They are offering service in different ways. God exists in all living beings as prana, that means life. So we will serve all living beings without any discrimination. Okay? So I think every line has a point of view for MCQ questions for your question. So that's why I think, and I should say, and I would like to inform you that you have to read all the lines to complete your MCQ knowledge, to enhance your MCQ knowledge. Okay, so don't leave any lines before understanding that. Okay, clear? So আজ এ পর্যন্তই তোমরা লাইনগুলো আটক করে নিবা, তোমাদের নোট বই থেকে আটক করে নিবা। আপনি যদি কিছু না বুঝে থাকো আমাকে জিজ্ঞেস করতে পারবেন, ঠিক আছে? আমাকে কমেন্ট করে জানাবা কিংবা ফোন করে জানাবা। আচ্ছা, তো আজ এ পর্যন্ত আমরা ভালো থেকো, সুস্থ থেকো, নিরাপদ থেকো এবং অবশ্যই অনলাইন ক্লাসে আসতে আসবে। থ্যাংক ইউ অ্যান্ড সি ইউ